JB Charles here at Garden Josiah. So picture this, you're armed with a trowel and a twinkle in your eye, glove on each hand that don't match, standing amidst a sea of herbs that are just waiting to become the stars of your backyard comedy show. Basil with a bow tie, rosemary with a top hat, these herbs are ready to take center stage and show off their leafy talents. But remember folks, in the world of herb gardening, it's all about timing, patience, and a good measure of punishment for unruly plants. Punishment. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Herb gardeners speak a secret language known only to those who have cracked the code of plant humor. Don't be surprised if you find yourself telling knock-knock jokes to your chives or sharing funny stories with your parsley. After all, laughter is the best fertilizer, next to worm castings anyway. But before we dive into the herbal slapstick, let's talk about the essentials of establishing an herb garden at home. First things first, location is key, right? Choose a spot in your backyard that gets plenty of sunlight where herbs can soak up the rays and bask in the glow of your gardening enthusiasm. And remember, herbs are like the divas of the plant world. They need their spotlight to shine bright. Next up, soil, right? Soil is your herb garden's best friend. Think of it as the fluffy pillow that your herbs can sink their roots into and call home. Make sure it's well-draining, nutrient-rich, and ready to support your herbs like ambitions. Herb-like ambitions? And hey, if your soil starts cracking jokes, go ahead and laugh along. It's all part of the gardening charm, right? Now on to the star of the show, herb selection. Basil, mint, cilantro, oregano, these are just a few. The herb world is your oyster, so pick your favorites and let the planting party begin. Just remember one thing, each herb has a unique personality and quirks, so get ready to discover the comedy gold hidden within each leafy delight. Watering your herbs is also important. It's like giving them a refreshing drink on a hot summer day. They'll thank you with lush greenery and a dash of foliage flair. But be wary of overwatering. Your herbs may start telling you waterlogged jokes that even the most dedicated garden gnome would groan at. Remember, a happy herb is a well-hydrated herb. And now, the moment you all been waiting for, the herb garden dance-off. That's right, folks. It's time to put on your gardening clogs, crank up the music, and boogie down with your thyme, your sage, and maybe even doing a dandelion that snuck into the party. A daring dandelion that snuck into the party? Anyway, who knows? Herb gardening would be so groovy. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the herb garden dance-off. That's right, folks. It's time to put on your gardening clogs, crank up the music, and boogie down with your thyme, your sage, and maybe even a daring dandelion that snuck into the party. Who knew herb gardening could be so cool and groovy, right? And full of comedy potential. Whew. So there you have it, dear viewers, the herb garden giggle fest of lifetime, where plants, puns, and pranks collide in a symphony of greenery and laughter. Get ready to establish your very own herb garden at home and watch as your backyard transforms into a haven of humor, happiness, and herb hilarity. Let's keep the laughter blooming and gardens growing. It's time for the great herb garden giggle fest to begin, right? So get started, grow some herbs at your house, and remember guys, playing in dirt has been proven scientifically to make you happy. So get your hands dirty. I'm JB Charles, thanks for watching. Hit some hearts below for Josiah, would you? He loves the hearts in the comments. Heart, 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 heart. The more hearts, the merrier. It makes his day. He's just little. Make the guy